Now on CoastTV News.
Riot hearing rescheduled. A prominent Delmarva family member involved with the chaos on January 6th and the status of his legal case. Boosting bay buffers. The changes proposed in a Lewis ordinance in response to a growing population.
This is CoastTV News Midday.
Good morning and thank you for joining us. I'm Matt Pensick and welcome to CoastTV News Midday. And we are continuing with this stretch. It's the theme for this week. We got sunny skies but chilly days, and actually we have some clouds there. That's our live look at ocean view. First Alert meteorologist Bob Trihey joins us now with a look at First Alert weather. Good morning, Bob.
Good morning, Matt. Good morning, Delmarva. You can see those clouds there on the gutter helmet cam. Those clouds hugging the coast right now. The rest of us seeing sunshine, but temperatures still struggling, but not as cold as yesterday. And the winds are a little lighter. 43 in Millsboro, 41 in Delmar, Seaford 42, but still 39 Indian River Inlet and Ocean Pines at 42. Still seeing some gusty winds along the coast, not as strong inland. So that feels like temperatures, still feels like 30s inland, other places in the low 40s, where it's windy, even lower 30s along the coast. Visible satellite picture, inland areas seeing sunshine, but you can see the clouds right along the coast right now, hugging the coast from Lewis down to Golf Club Shores. And we'll continue to see these low clouds right along the coast into the afternoon hours. Otherwise, we're seeing high pressure over the top of us. So let's walk you through it on Futurecast. At noon, we're in the low 40s. By 3 o'clock, right around 45 in Georgetown, Millsboro, and Selbyville. And we'll be looking at those winds at least lightening up into the afternoon and maybe a few clouds into the evening hours. So stay in the sun and out of the wind if you can. We have a warm-up on the way and maybe some weekend rain in the forecast. I'll talk about that in your full forecast coming up in a few minutes.
All right, thanks, Bob. Happening about an hour from now, Maryland Governor Wes Moore is scheduled to give his second State of the State address. And according to the governor's office, he will introduce 16 new bills. The governor's office claims these proposals will make Maryland a safer and more affordable state. You can watch the address live online at 12 p.m. noon. Ocean Pines is working to get its finances set for the 2024-2025 fiscal year. In its proposed budget, over $18 million in expenses is what will be on the table today as a town hall will take place. The largest increase is over $500,000 for police, with the biggest reduction occurring for the yacht club at over $79,000. Well, happening today, Fenwick Island continuing its look at offshore winds. The Environmental Committee will give an update on the status of these types of projects. It was last month that the energy company Ørsted announced it is withdrawing its plans to build a wind farm off of the Delmarva coast. Fenwick Island was actually part of a plan to be home for an interconnection facility, but that was scrapped in 2020. The Lewis Environmental Subcommittee working with the Delaware Center for the Inland Bays to take extra precautions so that wetlands are not harmed as development grows. The group hopes to update the current ordinance for wetlands. The Inland Bay says it could be improved by differentiating between types of wetlands, mandating a wider buffer between construction and wetlands, and adding more native vegetation. The Delaware Center for the Inland Bay says protecting wetlands means more than just preserving natural beauty.
Wetlands are hugely important for all of us. People may not realize that they're a great way of storing floodwater. So the more wetlands you have, the less flooding you have in your streets and your homes and businesses.
And the Lewis Environmental Subcommittee will meet again on February 12th at 1 p.m. to continue this discussion of the wetland buffers. Well, a motion has been filed to push back a preliminary hearing for a man from Salisbury, and it's also the son of Mitzi Perdue, for his alleged involvement in the January 6th Capitol riots in 2021. Now, according to court documents, the U.S. Attorney for D.C. and lawyers for Carlos Ayala, who we're showing you here on the screen, jointly asked a judge to move back the February 8th hearing to an undecided date between March 14th and the 18th. The documents go on to say both parties need more time to complete, exchange, and review information about the witnesses, along with evidence both parties plan to present at trial. Well, happening today, Senate Republicans in Washington expected to block a deal that includes tens of billions of dollars of taxpayer money for Ukraine, and it also loosely addresses the border issue. A failed vote will basically amount to a rebuke by Senate Republicans of a deal that would have given on the surface what appears to be stronger border security, but only as President Biden would see fit to enforce it. current enforcement under his watch has led to record number of illegal immigrants. Thursday, Donald Trump's lawyers are set to appear at the U.S. Supreme Court for arguments over Trump's ballot eligibility. Sources familiar with the planning say Trump is not expected to attend. Instead, he'll be at his Florida resort, Mar-a-Lago, before traveling to a Nevada caucus victory party in Las Vegas. The Supreme Court justices are determining Trump's ballot eligibility nationwide. Well, coming up, showcasing street safety, we will tell you what Milford could enact around its schools in dealing with troubled traffic spots. CoastTV News Midday returns after this.
JoJo's in Salisbury serves fresh, homemade food in an upscale, family-friendly atmosphere. Enjoy delicious crab dishes like our colossal lump crab cakes or our creamy crab dip served in a fresh baked bread bowl and the best cream of crab soup in town. Try the new Pineapple Blast or wind down with our wine selection, beer on tap, and other cocktails. Have an event? Reserve your private suite or banquet room today. JoJo's Family Restaurant, where family dines together and dinner tastes better.
The job of a Delaware Electric Cooperative employee is dangerous, but the biggest threat our team faces may come from you. Drivers are putting our crews in danger, speeding past line workers while they restore power. Help our co-op employees return home to their families at the end of the day. Slow down or move over when you see utility employees and first responders working along area roads. It's not just the right thing to do, it's also the law. Stay safe, stay vigilant, move over, and slow down.
Is the name of your bank changing again? The Farmers Bank of Willards has been a local independent bank for nearly 100 years. When you bank local, your money stays here in our community, where it benefits our local businesses, farms, and families. The Farmers Bank has real people ready to help and world-class features like our free mobile banking app with Lock-It debit card security, a Smart Cents savings program, and free checking with no minimum balance. Stop paying extra fees and switch to the Farmers Bank of Willards, where people matter.
Positive, focused,
supportive, and goal-oriented. These are just a few qualities of coaches who inspire their athletes.
Each month, the Preston Automotive Group will select a coach who makes a difference and make a $500 donation to their organization. Then at the end of the year, 3 of these coaches will receive an extra donation to their program.
Nominate your coach today at DelmarvaSportsNetwork.com under the Features tab.
Delmarva Sports Network Coach Who Makes a Difference. Brought to you by Preston Automotive Group.
93.5, The Beach.
Got developing news out of Milford. City officials are continuing their effort to make the North Walnut Street and North Rehoboth Boulevard safer. Now, most days it can be a chaotic scene with students heading home from Milford High School. The city held an open house on Tuesday to show off different options to make getting around on foot or on bikes safer. And according to a representative from the Dover-Kent Metropolitan Planning Organization, there could be a third public workshop about this intersection. Maryland Department of Natural Resources is making rooting out invasive fish species a priority. It is now accepting applications for grants of up to $5,000. This is for particularly blue catfish and northern snakeheads, which are harmful to native species. Community-based programs and individuals can apply, and removal projects will begin on July 1st of this year and will last through June of 2025. Well, working on continues on a Sussex County historical site. The Tunnel West Preservation Project is making progress, according to Ocean View. Civil War era house located on Central Avenue. It's an important part of the historic village, and you can see the renovation photo of the house on your screen. And the town says that though grants and community donations through that, the house was able to get a much-needed makeover, and the project is to help restore the house to preserve history and make important repairs.
We are seeing a lot of sunshine, but you still need that heavy jacket. Here's the Spicer Brothers camp from Salisbury. A few clouds mixed in with the sun in 41, so still on the chilly side. Now, the warm-up kicks in tomorrow with temperatures in the 50s, then even 60s by the weekend. Break out the shorts for a short time. You'll need the umbrella this weekend, however. I'll track the rain on Futurecast coming up after the break.
Treat your Valentine to a new tub or shower from Coastal Bath.
In 2 days, they did this work, which was fantastic. Put in a brand new grab bars, a docking station, and a bench to my height. I think Coastal Bath is an oh my gosh and a wow.
Take advantage of Coastal Bath's sweet savings. Right now, receive a free shower door plus no interest, no payments until 2025. Local and family owned. Call Coastal Bath today.
Enjoy an evening of elegance and unmask a child's future at the 10th Annual Boys and Girls Club Masquerade Ball. Dress up and bring your finest mask to the Lighthouse Cove Event Center in Dewey Beach on Saturday, February 24th. Doors open at 6 for live and silent auctions, an open bar, dinner, and dancing. Save the date and help fund scholarships and key initiatives that benefit kids in our community. For more information, call 302-841-9639.
Jesse L. Martin is back.
Why crash a plane and let the passenger survive?
That's why you're here.
Why kidnap someone who couldn't afford the ransom?
Poison. Why get fancy with polonium when you could shoot the target in the head?
I hear people are irrational.
People do inexplicable things.
Why?
Science.
So this is just a theory.
Gravity was just a theory at one point.
The Irrational, Monday on NBC and Peacock.
Get ready to soar with the Hawks. Delmarva Sports Network is your exclusive home for UMES Hawks basketball. From the first whistle to the final buzzer, DSN will take you courtside. Experience the excitement of both the men's and women's teams with every dribble, steal, and three-pointer. To see the schedule or watch the games, go to delmarvasportsnetwork.com or download the DSN app. Join us all season long only on the Delmarva Sports Network, your exclusive home for UMES Hawks basketball. Take the DSN app with you wherever you go and never miss a game from your favorite local team. Whether you're on the road, stuck at the office, or out with friends and family, the DSN app notifies you when your team is on live, so you can watch the game as it happens or watch videos on demand. Keep up with local sports all from one app. From your mobile device to Fire Stick, Roku, and Apple TV, download the DSN app today. Driven by Preston Automotive Group.
Like we've seen the past couple of days, it's that deceiving sunshine. It looks good from inside. You go outside, you're like, oh, I need to bundle up, and that's what you need to do as we go into this afternoon. It's still very chilly out there. Here's our Tyndall's Casual Furniture Cam looking at beautiful conditions. Unlimited visibility, 42 right now in Laurel, but we still have that persistent northeast wind that's knocking down that feels-like temperature. Make sure you scan the QR code right there, get your phone in camera mode, and download the CoastTV weather app. Lots of really cool things on there. You can track the temperature and radar. Nothing going on as far as storms now, but that will change as we go down the road. Here's our 5-day temperature trend. 46 is the average high today. I think we're a tad below that at 45, 52 tomorrow, and then we shoot up to 58 on Friday, and it gets even better than that by Saturday, 62. So Punxsutawney Phil, the groundhog, said, hey, we're going to see an early spring. Well, for one day, because then it starts to cool down as we go into Sunday at 57. It's chilly out there right now. Still in the upper 30s and lower 40s, even mid-40s in Salisbury, 45 for you, 42 in Seaford, the same for Millsboro, 44 in Milton, Lewis 39 right now, and Bethany Beach and Rehoboth both at 40 degrees. Now on top of the cold, we factor in the wind. We've been seeing this persistent north-northeast wind the last couple of days, and it continues stronger along the coast around 10 to 18 miles per hour here, but a little lighter inland. So you factor in the temperature plus the wind, and you get the feels like temperature, what it really feels like when you're out there. And it feels like 37 in Georgetown, Millsboro 36, feels like 30 in Indian River Inlet, and 40 in Salisbury. And on top of that, we've got some clouds that are moving in along the coast right now from Lewis to Ocean View and Bayville. And some of those clouds are spilling inland as well, but they're thicker along the coast. They're in association with a big storm that's offshore. We're right on the edge of those clouds. So those clouds are skimming the coast, and I think that will continue for the next few hours. while to the west we have high pressure keeping us high and dry. Here's Futurecast at 12:30, around 42 for you in Georgetown and Millsboro, upper 30s along the coast. I think we top out around 45 in Ellendale, back to Millsboro and Selbyville for this afternoon. Then this evening we start to cool down. You have to layer up again as we go through the overnight hours. We're looking at clear skies and moving into your Thursday. It's going to be cold in the morning, 20s and low 30s, but we start to warm things up. Mid 40s late morning, and then by the afternoon, lower 50s from Millsboro back through Seaford and into Del Mar. And we start to bring in a few more clouds by tomorrow night. Now we have a northeast wind now. They'll become variable through the evening and then through the overnight, and then they start to shift to the south as we go into Thursday and Friday. That brings in warmer air and moisture as well. Could see a few light showers into Friday. Then into Saturday and Sunday, we have some of those showers as well. Then a bigger system moves up from the south as we go into Monday and Tuesday. Right now, this looks like it could be a cold rain for us and maybe snow west and north of D.C. and maybe a snowstorm across New England and southern parts of New York. And for us, just a cold rain. We'll be watching that system very carefully. 45 this afternoon, mostly sunny and chilly. And then tonight, 29, mostly clear and cold, and Thursday, mostly sunny, not as chilly. Your Paul Davis 7-day forecast, warming through the 50s Thursday into Friday. Friday, 58. Saturday, 62 with rain. 57 on Sunday, cooling down into early next week. And we do have a yellow alert on Tuesday. We could see at least a half an inch of rain, maybe a half inch to 1 inch, and gusty winds over 30 miles per hour. We'll be watching that system very carefully.
We'll be tracking that. And for more weather updates, make sure to pull out your phone, scan the QR code for our First Alert weather app. You can download the app for free to get all the weather updates you need. Well, coming up, Mega Sports Merger, the new platform designed to combine the efforts of 3 big sports networks. CoastTV News Middays, back in a moment.
Hey there, Delmarva. Here's what's happening today at 4 o'clock on Coast Life.
Whether it's Valentine's Day or Galentine's Day that you're going to be celebrating this year, you're going to want to look the part. That's why we're taking a trip to something comfortable in Rehoboth Beach.
And we're celebrating a birthday. Delmarva Sports Network, DSN's birthday. We were talking to the people who know it best right here on the couch.
And we know you're always looking for something to do in the off-season around town. That's why we're going to be telling you all about the Carousel, which you may or may not already be familiar with in Ocean City.
All of that and more happening today at 4 o'clock on Coast Life.
When you smoke inside, you're not the only one who inhales. Secondhand smoke causes cancer and heart disease in adults, and respiratory problems in children, and SIDS in infants. If you smoke or vape, take it outside.
Somewhere on this island is $200 million. But here's the deal. You have to find it. Now go get those cases.
Go, 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 go.
Let the adventure begin.
Oh, wait a second.
Who amongst you
You're a snake.
is determined
King of the jungle, baby!
to be the last competitor standing? Deal or no deal?
Deal or No Deal Island premieres February 26th on NBC and Peacock.
Tamron Hall, nominated for 2 NAACP Image Awards.
And on the next Tamron Hall, they are the Bachelor Nation couple going viral after claiming a wedding shop is charging black brides extra. Plus, it's pay-up time. Some of the biggest names in women's sports, including 2-time Soccer World Cup champion Allie Krieger, say it's time to level the playing field for female athletes, and they know what they're worth on the next Tamron Hall.
Wednesday at 3 on CoastTV.
It's now or never.
2 dead bodies in the name of free speech.
Nobody needs to die today.
This girl was targeted.
You come and see it by my daughter!
When you're undercover, one mistake and it's all over.
Can I go home now? That's not how this works.
Law & Order Thursday on NBC and Peacock.
Draper Media is searching for a full-time entry-level accountant. Successful candidates should have at least an associate's degree or equivalent experience. Candidates with experience in Sage Intacct will be given preference. It's an extremely detail-oriented job involving problem solving. Join the Draper Media team today as our next accountant with full benefits. Go to drapermediajobs.com to learn more and apply. Draper Media is an equal opportunity employer.
Well, three of the biggest broadcasters in sports are teaming up. Disney's ESPN, Fox Corporation, and Warner Brothers Discovery will create a super platform. This is expected to house their sports access under a single streaming roof, and it will offer consumers access to a number of sporting events, including the NFL, NBA, Major League Baseball, NHL, and more. Streaming service will feature NASCAR races, UFC matches, and PGA Tour golf tournaments. No word yet on what it will be named or how much a subscription will cost. Well, in the coming months, Meta says it is adding AI-generated labels to images created by third-party tools. It's working with other firms to create industry-standard invisible watermarks to identify those images. The labels will roll out across Facebook, Instagram, and Threads in multiple languages. Speaking of that, we're thrilled to announce that CoastTV has a brand new Facebook page for the latest in news, exclusive content, and interactive discussions. Make sure to visit and follow our new page. Just head over to facebook.com/CoastTVNBC or scan the QR code appearing on your screen. That way, you can stay connected with us. Well, still ahead, helping you call it quits. There's a cautionary tale here when it comes to smoking and heart issues. Stay with us on Coast TV News Midday.
Watch for the IG Burton First Alert Weather Jeep.
Born in the stars, formed in the earth, shaped by designers around the world, and curated by Khalsa Jewelers in Lewis. Paul Chen, also known as Sundar Khalsa, is a meditation and yoga master as well as the owner of Khalsa Jewelers.
We at Khalsa Jewelers offer signature pieces that represents the beauty, the love, and also the celebration of our life. Find your piece in historic Lewis, Rehoboth Beach, Instagram, and Facebook.
Elevate your business and engage more customers with Draper Media. Our diverse network of media properties such as WBOC, Coast TV, 93.5 The Beach, and 102.5 WBOC reaches over 500,000 Delmarva residents across various channels like television, radio, social media, and digital platforms. Enhance your brand's visibility across the Delmarva region with Draper Media. Our passionate team of media specialists and content creators are dedicated to showcasing your brand through engaging commercials, dynamic drone footage, eye-catching graphic and web design, and social media branding. Share your brand story on our popular programs, capturing the attention of your target audience. Trust your brand with Draper Media, a family-oriented company serving the Delmarva community. Contact Frank Hamilton today at fhamilton@wboc.com to get started.
Simplify your kitchen with a pull-out trash can, organized spice rack, or sliding shelves.
At Paul Davis, we designed your kitchen to work with your life.
And Paul Davis won't tear out your kitchen, so you don't have to worry about months of disruption, and you'll save money.
Instead, let us reface your kitchen cabinets in the latest style and color in just 3 days.
Right now, Paul Davis is offering free installation with no money down, no payments, and no interest for 12 months. Call Paul Davis for a free estimate.
We'll come see you as soon as tomorrow or visit our new showroom in Salisbury.
Jesse L. Martin is back.
Why crash a plane and let the passenger survive? Why kidnap someone who couldn't afford the ransom?
I hear people are irrational.
The Irrational, Monday on NBC and Peacock.
I fell into a burning ring of fire.
Tune to 100.9% Classic Country or download the app to listen anywhere.
Sometimes heart disease isn't diagnosed until a person has a heart attack or signs of heart failure. Smoking is a big factor for the disease, and Mandy Gaither talks to a former smoker on why she decided to quit and has more on how smokers can stop for good.
When a person smokes, chemicals from the cigarette can cause the lining of blood vessels to swell and become inflamed. This can narrow those vessels and lead to heart problems.
I was a very healthy person. I ran every day. I ate correctly. The only one thing I did wrong was smoke.
After more than 20 years of smoking, Tammy says she was diagnosed with heart disease and underwent open heart surgery.
I was on life support for 2 days, and I had to fight I had to fight my way back from death. So 2 days later, I woke up laying there with tubes in my throat, my hands tied down, and wondering what would happen, what went wrong. And it was at that point I knew it was a cigarette.
It's never too late to quit.
The CDC has a network of what's called quit lines, telephone centers that pair smokers who call in with trained counselors who can help with those who want to quit.
Once you get through those couple of uncomfortable days of nicotine withdrawal, you do begin to feel better and lower your risks of developing diseases caused by smoking, including cancer, cardiovascular disease, and COPD.
You will have to pay for smoking, so please don't quit quitting. Reach out for help.
For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
We're seeing a lot of sunshine from most places, but still seeing a lot of whitecaps on Delaware Bay right now. It is still really brisk out there on the Tunnel and Razor Cam and Lewis. Lots of blue skies, chilly conditions this afternoon. Some clouds along the coast. Still need the heavy jacket. We gradually start to warm up Thursday and especially into the weekend. And we'll need the umbrella at that time with a bigger storm possible early next week. I'll have your 10-day forecast coming up next.
Your tax return over there. Your tax return at Alton Brothers Home Furnishings in Salisbury. Get more for your tax money with Red Tag Savings, 40 to 75% off. Alton Brothers, furnishing Delmarva for over 75 years.
Delivered to your home with care.
No one ever thinks they need an injury lawyer until they do. And for most people, that's the worst day of their lives. I have dedicated the last 24 years of my career to helping people put their lives back together. Sometimes this is making sure medical bills and lost wages are paid. In other cases, this may mean millions of dollars in compensation. Whether your case is big or small, you need an advocate protecting your rights. Our firm can help. Call Behrman, Dallas, Brockstead, Federico. Right lawyers, right now.
At Coast Country, we're more than just music. We're a part of Delmarva's heart. Every month, Coast Country Cares, together with Spicer Brothers, steps up to serve our community. We're here helping local organizations and supporting our neighbors all year round. Join us in making a difference. Stay tuned to learn where we'll be next or visit coastcountry.com to see how you can be a part of our mission. Coast Country Cares, brought to you by Spicer Brothers, because we are Delmarva proud.
Dance contest.
You know, that's nice. Once the dance is over, call a letter.
Wednesday at 7 on Coast TV.
Next Jeopardy!
Your preparation for Champions Wildcard.
Shopping. I was told there was a $50,000 Good Blouse Award.
There might be a plaque.
That works.
Wednesday at 7:30 on Coast TV.
The hidden dangers of restaurant freezers.
Death in a freezer happens a lot more than we think.
Next Inside Edition, how long would you last if the cooler door suddenly closes on you and you can't get out?
And when this door closes and you hear that latch, panic.
Then Super Bowl Mania with Lisa Guerrero and special Super Bowl correspondent Maggie Sajak. Watch the next Inside Edition.
Today at 5:30 on Coast TV.
The game you know and love, Deal or No Deal, is back. But this time, it's Deal or No Deal Island. Hidden throughout this island are cases worth millions of dollars. They don't bite that hard.
Let's go!
You can trust me. Keep your friends close.
Enemies closer.
People are gonna throw their friends under the bus.
Deal or No Deal?
Deal or No Deal Island, February 26th on NBC and Peacock.
Your tax return over there. Your tax return at Alton Brothers Home Furnishings in Salisbury. Get more for your tax money with Red Tag Savings, 40 to 75% off. Alton Brothers, furnishing Delmarva for over 75 years.
Delivered to your home with care.
We'll see sunshine inland areas this afternoon, but cloudy along the coast and temperatures into the mid-40s. I think we cleared out this evening and the winds start to diminish as well. Here's your Paul Davis Restoration and Home Remodeling 10-day forecast. Climbing through the 50s beginning Thursday up to 58 on Friday and then 62 on Saturday with rain. That rain continues on and off into early next week. A more substantial storm on Tuesday with a yellow alert. Could see some heavy rain and strong gusty winds and then cold after that. Maybe some rain and snow by Friday. Friday, Matt.
Thanks, Bob, and thank you for being here with us on Coast TV News Midday. For more news and local weather, download our Coast TV News app, and don't forget to join us later for Coast TV News at 5. Till then, have a great Wednesday, everybody.